Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, December 30th and I am 12% into 5 Survive and I would love to finish this book before the end of the year because I don't really want to have like half-read books when the year ends for no particular reason other than I just really don't want to. So yeah, I'd love to finish this book either today or tomorrow. Today is unlikely, but I would love to finish it tomorrow. And then I don't really know like what I'm gonna read next. There are 4 books that I definitely want to read in January, and they're all actually fantasy. So definitely want to read other things as well. And on Thursday, which is January 2nd, I was actually not gonna go to work either on Thursday or Friday. I was gonna like take those days off, but actually I have to because there's like a thing that's gonna happen that like only I can do because it's like for a project that I'm working on. But also like I was gonna go there because of that anyway, but then also we had a meeting scheduled for 8:30 a.m., which is so incredibly early for me. I am so not a morning person and I am really, really not looking forward to that because it's just so goddamn early. But yeah, sadly, I will have to go to work on January 2nd and 3rd, I guess. So there's that. But then I think I'm actually gonna stay like at my house during the weekend because I'm just, I don't want to just go there for 2 days and then come back for the weekend because that just sounds like a lot and I don't want to do that. So I will probably stay there and I will probably watch the 3rd season of What If with my bestie, which I'm excited for. I think I've only seen spoilers for 1 episode, which is the episode where Agatha was in, because I just I get recommended a lot of Agatha stuff because I'm obsessed. So that just appeared to me. But I think that's the only one I've seen spoilers for. So yeah, I'm excited because I don't know what's going to happen. And I just know that it's going to be a wild ride. And yeah, so the 4 books that I actually want to read in January, but I don't know if I'm going to start any of them this week. 2 of them are like for a video that I'm filming, and I think it's going to be like the 3rd video of January or something. So like I have time. And the other 2 are for like the Buzzwordathon, I think that's what it's called, reading challenge. And I did it like this year, 2024, and it was like 1 challenge, where for 2025 there's going to be like 2 challenges. And like one of them is the same that it was like this year. And I think past years, I just started this year. And there is like each month there is a word or like a collection of words that you have to have in like the title of a book they're going to choose for the challenge. And the other one is going to be like something that has to be on the cover. So yeah, that's like 2 books for 2 challenges. I mean, you can do the same book for the 2 challenges, but I'm gonna do different books. And yeah, the books that I'm gonna choose for this month are The Hexologist and An Academy for Liars, because The Hexologist is the cover one. I think the challenge was to have like some kind of pattern on the cover, and the one for the word was to have like lie or liar or liars or something like that. So yeah, those are fantasy, and the other 2 for the video are also fantasy. So that is a lot of fantasy. And I mean, I am reading a thriller, so I might start one of those fantasies this week. I really don't know, to be honest. I still am in the mood to do like absolutely nothing, and I am gonna be in that mood until Wednesday. So who knows what I'm gonna read. And then in the weekend, if I do like hang out with my friend, I'm also not gonna be reading that much. So there's that. I don't expect like too much reading to be happening this week, but some reading will definitely happen. And yeah, I think that is everything that I had to say in this intro, and welcome to the vlog.
hello. I have been talking for an hour to film my October, November, and December wrap up. So I am tired. Like, I had to go get water because I couldn't speak. Like, I was coughing, I was dying. I am very tired of talking, but I do have reading updates because I finished reading Five Survive last night. I mean, technically, was it already January 1st? Yes, because it was 2 a.m., but I hadn't gone to sleep yet, so I'm still counting it as December 31st. And I'm still counting it as 2024. And basically, that book was a thriller, mystery thriller, and we were following a group of 6 friends who were on a road trip, and they were like on an RV, and they were going to a campsite, and it was at night. And they got lost, and they had like no service, no internet, no GPS signal, no anything. And then they got a flat tire, and then they got out of the RV to check out what was happening. And they actually realized that there was a sniper there, a shooter that wanted one of them. And then we learned that the sniper wants like one of that has a secret, and so they want the secret and they want the person. And we knew from the beginning that one of them was not going to survive because it's called Five Survive, and they were 6. And so basically the book is them discussing amongst themselves like who is that one that the sniper wants. And like it was definitely thrilling. Like I was on the edge of my seat, I couldn't stop reading it, but it was very predictable. Like 15% in, I knew what the reveal was going to be, or like I thought I knew what the reveal was going to be. I hope that was wrong. Like I hope there would be a crazy plot twist, but sadly I wasn't wrong. And there were like other reveals that I didn't see coming as early, but I still saw them coming before they were revealed. So, you know, not the most shocking mystery, but the thriller part was definitely like working for me. Like I was on the edge of my seat, I was stressed, I was thrilled. So, you know, I still did enjoy it. I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars because it was still like a very fun time, very fun experience, but, you know, it wasn't a great mystery for me. So yeah, 3.5 stars sounds about right because I did have a good time. And yeah, that's it. That's my reading update. That is all that I've read. And yeah, today is Wednesday, January 1st, and I do need to go to my house because I have work tomorrow. I think I said that I have a meeting at 8:30, which I am not looking forward to. But yeah, I do have to go there, obviously, tonight. And so yeah, I still need to pack everything. Like I have nothing prepared. I don't even know what time it is, probably like 3:34. And yeah, I need to pack, I need to prepare everything, and then I need to go to my house. And honestly, that's it. Like nothing has happened other than obviously the New Year celebrations, or like New Year's Eve celebrations, because the celebrations were last night, not today. Today I'm just here existing and filming. But yeah, last night was definitely fun. We were not home, we were at someone else's house, and it was very fun. And yeah, that's it. I probably will start the wishing game today/tomorrow. Not entirely sure yet, but that is probably going to be the next book that I read for like a video that I am filming. And yeah, this was not a very interesting update, I know, but I'm literally so tired of talking. And so I am going to shut up. And the next time I talk to you, I will hopefully have something more interesting to say, or I myself am more interesting than I am right now.
it is actually Thursday night. Technically Friday. You know, I always film very late. Not that I don't have time, I just procrastinate. But like I wanted to film today because tomorrow my friend's gonna be here, so I'm obviously not gonna be filming. And I didn't want to wait until Saturday. So I'm here at 11 minutes past midnight. And I'm here because I actually have quite a few updates, reading and otherwise. And so in terms of reading, I read a whole book. I don't think I had yet started The Wishing Game. I don't think I had. So I read The Wishing Game. I started it last night and I finished it today. And like on Goodreads, it says like fiction, fantasy, magical realism, whatever. And like, it's not fantasy or even magical realism, it's just fiction. So I feel deceived. Also, I didn't read the synopsis, so maybe that's on me. But yeah, definitely just like fiction. Then basically we were following like a main character who was a teacher's aide, and she really wanted to adopt a kid that was like kind of her student, but he had like already had like a pretty hard life, and he had lost his parents, and he was now like in a foster home, and he was only 7, and she wanted to, you know, adopt him, but she didn't really meet the criteria for adoption. She didn't have like all the things that she should have to adopt a kid, and she was, you know, trying to like save money, but in 2 years she had only saved like half or not even half what she needed, so you know it was going to take some time. And she, when she was a kid herself, she had like a book series that she was obsessed with, and now she has shown those books to the kid and he's also like obsessed with them. And like the author of that series like actually stopped writing books like a while ago, but now like he has written another book, and he like invited some people, I think there were 4 of them, to his island for a contest. And those 4 people are people that like met him when they were kids. They like kind of ran away to his island, and so now he has invited those 4 now adults to his island where the contest is going to take place, and basically the winner is gonna have like a really good prize. And our main character goes and she, you know, participates in the challenges, and some of them are hard, some of them are pretty easy, especially the first one was incredibly easy, I feel like. But yeah, some of them are hard, not like physically, but you know, emotionally, some of them. And like she had also had like a pretty rough childhood, so we also like explore that. And like it was fine, it was okay, but I was expecting to actually love it because it has like a pretty good rating, and most of the people that I follow really like it. I mean, someone that I follow gave it 2 stars, but everyone else like really liked it. So I was expecting to, you know, like it more than I did. And it's not that I disliked it, but it was just fine. And it felt like 3 stars pretty much the whole way through. Because honestly, like the beginning, I was kind of bored because it was taking a very long time to get to the point, and I was kind of bored. But then like the challenges were okay, the characters were okay. Like the main character was kind of annoying to me because she was always repeating the same thing over and over and over. When I say over and over, it's like every few pages she would repeat the same things over and over and over and over and over. So yeah, that was a little bit annoying. Like I get it, but also, you know, not the best reading experience. But like I did actually quite like the ending more than I was expecting to, like after reading the rest of the book. So I think I'm actually going to give it 3.5 stars because like I said, I did like the ending, but yeah, it was fine. It was okay. I liked it, but I didn't, you know, love it. And then also today I started Gallery of the Dead, which is book 9 in the Robert Hunter series, but I only got 9% in, so not really gonna talk about it yet because I mean we have gotten like someone like a new case, and it was pretty, I mean, not only gruesome but kind of disturbing, like the way that the victim was. So, and also I think we're getting the point of view of the killer. At least we're getting the point of view of someone very creepy and weird. So I'm assuming it's the killer. And that's interesting in, again, a creepy and disturbing way, but I'm liking it. I'm definitely intrigued. So I mean, so far so good, but I'm 9% in. So yeah, that's it. Those are my reading updates. And other than reading, I did have my very early meeting today, and actually, I woke up like way more easily than I expected. I had like so many alarms, and I actually woke up with the first alarm. So that is shocking. Like I never do, even if it's like way later, I never wake up with the first alarm. I think I was just like stressed about waking up, so I just woke up. I don't know. But yeah, I actually woke up and it wasn't as hard to wake up as I expected because like it was the first day of work like back. So I'm not tired yet, you know? So it was not as hard, but I mean, it wasn't pleasant either. You know, I'd rather not have woken up at that time, but yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And so yeah, that meeting happened, and then you know the other things that I had to do. And then I actually told my friend that she needed to tell me about the romance books that she's gonna choose for me like pretty soon, because I don't want to read them all like in the first 2 weeks of, or I mean less than 2 weeks of February, because reading 4 romance books is already, you know, asking a lot of me. But reading 4 romance books like in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, I would absolutely lose my mind. So she actually told me about the books, and one of them I actually wanted to read because it's a like fantasy romance or romantasy. I don't really know what the difference is, but you know, there's fantasy and there's romance. So that one I actually wanted to read. Like I wasn't planning on reading it anytime soon, but I did want to read it. So that's great. And two others, I didn't exactly want to read them because they're just romance, like contemporary. So, you know, not really like on my radar to read, not something I would be like choose myself. But I do know about them, and they're, I guess, overall pretty well liked. And then the fourth one, I actually don't think I ever heard about. I mean, maybe she has talked about it with me, but I don't remember it, and I know nothing about it. So you know, there's that. But yeah, I'm actually kind of excited. Like I always start off excited, or I mean, not excited, but you know, not just dreading it. I'm like dreading it and excited in equal measure. And then as it progresses, like the reading progresses, I get just dreading the rest of the books. So yeah, I'm gonna try to read them like more spaced out so I don't burn out on romance, because I would probably burn out after 1 or 2 books. So I'm definitely gonna start reading them in January. I want to read like 2 in January and 2 in February. And I know which one I'm gonna start with, and I know which one I'm gonna finish with. I don't know like the other two, the order that I'm gonna read them, but yeah, I'm actually gonna start with the one that I know nothing about. So that's fun. And yeah, that's happening. She's very excited. So, you know, yay for her. And yeah, I think that was everything that I had to say actually. And actually, there's also like one thing, just, you know, something that I am glad about is that I don't have to film like the weekend videos, like the videos other than the weekly reading vlogs for this weekend or the next weekend, because I already filmed them during my like break while I was at my parents' house. So yay, I do have to edit them, which does take much longer than filming, but filming does take a lot more out of me, especially like these sit down videos that I have to be talking for so long. I just get so tired of talking, and especially like the last one that I filmed, I took over an hour filming, so that was tiring, and I'm very glad that, you know, that's already filmed and I don't have to go through that again. And I mean, I do have to hear myself talk for like 2 or 3 hours while I'm editing, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and in this case, I would say that I am winning. But yeah, I think that is everything that I had to say. And so my plans are to obviously finish this book. I think I'm gonna get it through it pretty fast, because I always get through these books pretty fast because they are very like intriguing and like fast paced, and I just want to, you know what's happening. So I do plan on finishing this like Saturday maybe, and then I would like to start something else. What will that something else be though? I do not know yet, but maybe another fantasy. I mean, not another fantasy because the Wishing Game was not fantasy. So maybe a fantasy, you know? So yeah, I will probably talk to you. I mean, either on Saturday if I do have anything to update, because since my friend is coming over tomorrow and like staying over until Saturday, I don't know how much I'm gonna be reading. I mean, she is gonna leave like pretty early because then she has like other plans. So like I do assume I'm gonna be reading on Saturday, but I don't know how much. But yeah, I will either talk to you on Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, I'm very excited for her to be here and for us to watch What If season 3, because we are absolutely gonna lose our minds like we always do. Like somehow it's always worse when we're together. Like if I'm watching it alone, like it'll kind of spiral, but if we're together, like our chaotic energy together, it just amplifies times a million. So that's super fun. I'm excited. And yeah, I will talk to you during the weekend. Hello, it is Sunday. I actually was gonna update this video yesterday, but then I procrastinated so much that it was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and I still hadn't updated. So I decided to just, go to bed. And I'm here today. And, well, I did read a book, and I did hang out with my bestie. And, well, so first of all, we had pancakes, which was great. And we also had pizza, which was also great. And we did watch the 3rd season of What If, and we were disappointed because, well, firstly, we just expected to, for it to be insane, like the other 2 seasons were, especially season 2. That was a trip. And it wasn't that crazy. Like, yeah, some of them were weird, but I don't know. We didn't lose our minds like in the other seasons. Again, especially season 2. And also we didn't really like it. So there's that. We only really liked the episodes, like the one with Agatha and Kingo and the one with Shang-Chi and Kate. So the episodes that didn't actually matter to the big plots. So yeah, it was I mean, also Darcy's episode was something, but the others were meh. So we were disappointed because it wasn't either good or crazy enough, so yeah, that was disappointing. And we actually finished watching it pretty early for us, which was 2 a.m. So we were like, okay, we're gonna sleep early-ish. And it's gonna be fine because she needed to wake up early-ish to go to the things that she needed to do yesterday. And so, we were like, okay, it actually worked out, great timing, perfect. But then we decided to tier rank every single MCU thing ever, movie, series, everything. We tier rank them for no reason really. So that took a while. And then we actually, turned the lights off. We were in bed, lying down, just, ready to sleep. And for some reason, we were talking until 7 a.m. And the thing is, it's not like we were talking about anything that matters, anything important, or catching up or anything. I couldn't tell you what we talked about for 4 hours. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. When we were talking, and then I looked at the phone, I was like, oh my God, it's 5 a.m., let's go to sleep. And she was like, oh my God, yes, let's go to sleep. And then when I looked at the phone again, it was 6:47, and we were still talking. And I was like, what are we even talking about? So we ended up going to sleep at 7, and we woke up way later than we were supposed to. But yeah, it was really fun. So there's that. And yeah, I did read a book, and that book was Gallery of the Dead. And I think I was already reading it when I talked to you, in my last update. but I'm not entirely sure actually. So I don't know like if I even told you the premise or like my thoughts, because I think I was like, if I did talk about it, I think I was in the beginning. So I'm just gonna talk about it again, possibly. And that was the, I think, ninth book in the Robert Hunter series, which is a mystery thriller series where we follow Robert Hunter, who is a homicide detective. And in this case, specifically, we see like the first victim that is found, like she's in her house and in her bed, and she had been skinned, and her feet and hands had been taken, like they were missing. And then they find that like the only patch of skin that this victim has is like on her back, and there are things carved, like a message. And then the FBI actually gets involved because they have like similar cases with like similar messages, and the bodies, like the way that they're left, are very different, but the cause of death seems to be the same. So they are like collaborating with the FBI and they're like working together, and then we get more bodies in, again, like placed and shown in a different way, but they still have the message, and obviously it's all connected. And this one was very, as usual, creepy, you know, very descriptive, very gory, very gruesome, and I loved it. And I also love the investigation and the reveal. I also like it did. I also like the reveal. It did make sense. It was really cool. And what I also really loved was the ending, because it connected to like a previous case, like a previous killer that they found, and like it makes me very excited for the next book. And yeah, I really liked it. I had, you know, a great time, even though it was, as usual, gruesome, gory, and creepy, and scary, and amazing. So yeah, I really liked it. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. And yeah, that is what I've read. And I have not yet started any other books, but I have like the Exologist here ready to go. And I do still plan on starting it today, probably tonight, because it's already like 5:22, and I don't plan on reading it like right now. So yeah, later tonight I will probably read it. Although like technically it's almost nighttime, because I mean now it's nighttime so early, and like now it's later. Because like a couple weeks ago, by this time would be nighttime already, and it's there's still like some light outside, you know. But yeah, I do plan to start reading this book, and honestly, like I have no idea what it's about. I don't even know if I ever read the synopsis. I just added this book to my TBR because it's from the author of the, what is that called? Books of Babel, maybe? It's like a book, not a book, it's a series. It's like a series of 4 books, and they're like set in the Tower of Babel, and it's fantasy. Books of Babel. Is that it? Yeah, the Books of Babel. And I really like that series, so it's from the same author, so I also expect to really like this one. But I don't actually know like anything about it. Not a clue, just know that it's also fantasy. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. And I also do really like the cover, it looks really cool. So yeah, that's it. And I think that is everything that has happened since I last talked to you, everything that I have done. And also it's been raining like a lot today. Like I woke up and it was raining, and I was like, oh no, because I needed to go to the grocery store. But I took like a long time getting out of bed and getting dressed, that like by the time I was ready, it wasn't raining anymore. So like I ran to the grocery store, which is like pretty close to my house, but I didn't want to like, you know, take an umbrella and being rained on. And I did take a risk by not taking an umbrella, because it could start raining any moment, but I didn't. And I was like really fast. I got back, and like I got back, and like 15 minutes later, it was raining again, like a lot. So I was really lucky. And actually, I don't think it's raining right now, but it has been raining like on and off the whole day. And also, it's like way hotter than it has been in the last weeks, because like I'm wearing short sleeves, and like in the last few days and weeks I've been wearing like fluffy sweaters and stuff, and now I'm in short sleeves and I'm not cold at all. So it's like pretty warm today, which is weird. But yeah, I think that's everything. And I will talk to you tomorrow to wrap up this vlog. Okay, so it is Monday, so I'm here to wrap up this vlog, and I did start the Hexologist last night, but I only read like 15%, so I don't have much to say, and I don't yet fully know exactly what's gonna happen, but basically, like, I mean, the first line of the book is great because the little first line of the book is, "The king wishes to be cooked alive," which I thought was a great opening line. And so basically, the king wants to be cooked alive. More specifically, the king wants to be baked into a cake. And, you know, obviously people are concerned about the king's, you know, mental health. And then we find out that the king has like received a letter from someone that claims to be his son. And they, like the people in the castle, they hire two people to hexologists, and they're a couple. They are Isolde and Warren. And there's also a like ring that was like, possibly stolen, and so they want the hexologist to like figure out what is happening. And like that's it. I don't really know anything other than that, but I'm liking it. It is definitely like very funny. I do really like the main characters from the little bit that we've gotten from them. So like I'm liking it, but you know, I don't have many thoughts about it yet because I'm only 15% in. And yeah, that's all I've read since I last talked to you yesterday, I think, right? I think I talked to you yesterday. So yeah, that was it. But to wrap up what I read this week, so I finished Five Survive, I read The Wishing Game, I read Gallery of the Dead, and I started The Hexologists, and that was 1,211 pages, which is actually way more than I expected to read. So I'm very happy with that. And yeah, that's it for this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!